everybody, this is my Five Nights at Freddy's 2 map. I'd say this is pretty, I think I've built this up a lot. It's taken quite a while. I did take a break from making Five Nights at Freddy's maps for a little bit, but I'm back, and I'm ready to show you this. I think this is my biggest map yet, I'd say. Maybe not my biggest map, but like, I think it's my most detailed, hopefully. So I want to start on the outside. The outside, we got a large road that connects all around the building, and I also built just little buildings in the background to make the illusion of like a city in the back. So like when you're just sitting here, like it's like skyscrapers and stuff. But without further ado, let's make our way inside. I heavily relied on the use of the create copycat mod, which gives you things like the slope, which is probably one of my favorite blocks to use. And you can basically just get any block and then click it on there, and then you get like a diagonal block basically. So that was pretty heavily used on the outside here. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 sign, of course. All of the animatronics. And we're making our way inside. This is pretty nice. I'm gonna get rid of the HUD so you guys can see well. But yeah, this is pretty realistic too. So this is the arcade. It's a simple arcade with a carousel right next to it. Some neon lights, and then the puppet I added as a security puppet, so it's kind of just like watching you as you're walking in, and then that's right next to the prize counter. I made the prize counter pretty small because it's not a very big part of this build. I like to make my builds, it sounds weird, but I like them to be a little more cramped than usual, because it kind of gives a more creepy vibe, almost like you're being like pushed together against these robots. But yeah, we can go up here. There's a large hallway that goes down here, and then we're over to the Kids Cove. Here's Kids Cove. You got some arts and crafts area, and then we got the Mangle. That's not supposed to be there. So we got a stage here, and then you obviously know what happens to Mangle when the kids get crazy. Some nice light coming in, and then a ball pit, you know, just cause. So we can go out here, and we can make our way to the kitchen. Yeah, it's very nice in here. And so we got the reception area over here with a laptop, everything. I'm not really sure what this does. I've never used it before. Some cases for food. It's just some like a locker area for like workers, and then just a cork board, and then the actual kitchen area. So we got fridge. It's very dirty in here, as you can see, and then some stoves, and then sink. Or no, the sink's over there. A little bit of storage. But yeah. We can make our way this way. You can look over here. And then you can kind of get a sneak peek of the office over there. Let's go to the back room. So this is the employees only area. I added like a little curtain, so like, you know, it's not like it's just I thought a curtain would look cool. And we got some natural light seeping in here. And then we got a very special person here, along with Foxy. I'm sure you saw in the intro some more withered animatronics, and then this will just lead into the backside of the establishment. So we can move on to the party rooms. So these are very like simple, some arcade games, some vending machines, and then of course our other party room with the vent that connects to the office. I mean, we might as well take this vent to the office. So this is very hard to do. I got the office here. I tried to make it more office-like, so I added some planks, and then just like, you know, other like office necessities, so like a file cabinet, a cork board for what papers you need, and then of course this is the famous Five Nights at Freddy's 2 office, so it's gonna have the two vents on the side, the hallway in the center, And you can see this vent doesn't actually lead to a party room that would be here in the original game. It just leads over here, right next to this booth. And this is the main party room, where all the fun happens, I guess. Now that I mention it, I don't have Balloon Boy. I think maybe the reason I didn't put him here was because I didn't have enough space. I guess, it'll be up to you guys. I make it up to you guys. Comment where you think Balloon Boy should be put, because I haven't really found a good spot for him. It is very it is a very cramped space, I will say. Much smaller than the original game, but I think it's pretty cool. And that was a much shorter than anticipated tour, I feel like, of the interior, I guess. We do have some extra bits, like a ladder that goes up and up to the vents on top. And then we have, the dumpster area, very dirty over here. Some weird puddles over here, more weird puddles over there, and that's basically it. You can see into the office here. Of course, over here, you can look into the parts and service area, and then the kitchen over here, and then, Kids Cove area. I think this is also Kids Cove, yeah. I think this is one of my favorite builds yet, and I'm really glad I finished it. Let me know what you guys would like to see next. I can pull up the list of what I've done so far and what I still need to do. I guess you guys can vote in the comments you want to be the next map I build. And I think my best bet is to build the Five Nights at Freddy's Showtime map. That might be really cool. But yeah, this is it from a bird's eye view. It's pretty small area actually. It doesn't seem like it when you're actually in it, because just trees and stuff. But I added grass exterior, and everything is super all my builds are pretty small. I don't usually go all out. I think going too much with the mods, first of all, it lags my game. My game's kind of lagging already, and second of all, sometimes it just doesn't look good. So everything looks like at night. The cool lights. What the f was that? I don't know what that was. But yeah, that is it for the build, guys. This took me a while just to try and figure out everything. Trying to figure out a new, more unique exterior. I don't want to give you guys the same content over and over again, which is why I'm gonna start mixing it up with the content a little bit. I posted a backrooms video. I think from this recording, it's probably a week ago now. But yeah, that is it, guys. Oh, that was weird.